What's up? How's everyone doing? Welcome. Sorry I'm a little late. The lighting, man, the lighting. But I'm here. Welcome back. This is one of 2 weekly live streams. If you're new to the space, my name is DubDigital. I come on here 2 times a week. I talk about crypto. I love crypto. That's what I like to talk about. I like to talk about with crypto people. I do this twice a week at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we have large overarching topics. Today is going to be about what I believe is a forthcoming altcoin season following the Bitcoin ETF approval. Whether that's in a day, whether that's in a couple days, a couple months, doesn't really matter. What I see on my chart indicates that may be the case. So we'll look at that together. But before I do that, guys, I'd like to say what's up. This is a very conversational and interactive stream. I like to get to know the people. So let me say hi to the people. How you guys doing? 10 people. Wow. 11 people say what's up. I like to get to know my peeps. When alt season. We're gonna talk about it. I can't give it to you right up front, man. Come on now. 9 people. They don't like it. Good day. Welcome. Pepe to the moon. Yeah, man. That's how you know altcoin seasons is really back. The meme coins be popping off. Keep an eye on meme coins. And we've yet to see the Doge father really pop off too. I think that's a really good indicator. But yeah, guys, I've been doing okay. You know, how's your week? Alright? Mine's okay. New setup, new lights. Takes a little bit more time to set up. I gotta get better at that. More punctual. But yeah, I think that alt season is right around the corner. The reason I think that is because of the Bitcoin dominance chart, which we'll look at in just a little bit. But guys, you got to know how Bitcoin typically moves in cycles. Right off the bat, Bitcoin starts rising up off the bottom, and it does so for an extended period of time. During that time, Bitcoin maxis start saying, I told you so, laughing, posting all these like memes and stuff, calling pretty much everyone stupid. But you know what ultimately follows that? Because Bitcoin has a bigger market cap, even though it moves that much, the greed is still real, right? If you're sitting on a bunch of Bitcoin profits, chances are you're probably going to spread them around. In fact, that's what typically happens. And that's what the altcoin dominance chart typically shows. And when that money gets spread around, it trickles down in the cryptocurrency ecosystem into smaller market cap cryptos. Pretty much every coin beside is like smaller than Bitcoin, right? So that means it needs less money to move at a greater percentage. So when the millions and millions and billions of dollars that flow into Bitcoin, that's great. But, you know, like the rocket fuel is really an altcoin forest. Now, with that said, there's gives and takes, right? If you want more percentage gain, altcoins are where you want to be at. There is more inherent risk, but everything is a give and take in life, right? We're going to look at it in a second, but let's say what's up to the peeps. Bitcoin Genie is a sleeping giant, LOL. For those of you who don't know, one of our ride or die watchers, our viewers or subscribers, made a coin called Bitcoin Genie. Dad Master, I don't think he's here today, but we'll have to see what happens. He made a coin and just gave it to a whole bunch of the community. That'll be hilarious if it pops off. Absolutely hilarious. Hopefully Dab still put in some dev on it, LOL. I don't know if he is. The dip under 35K will be the last dip to parabolic. We'll see. Doesn't even matter at this point. Like, I don't know when you guys got into crypto, but the longer you're in crypto, the less you care about dips. Like, dips come and go. Pumps come and go. Everything comes and goes, right? So if Bitcoin dips down one more time, fine, whatever. We know where it's going. We know exactly where Bitcoin's going. And that's to the moon, right? I tend to be higher level thinker, right? I know where Bitcoin's macro-wise is going to go. Do I care about the small fluctuations in between? Not really. Because I'm not trying to time this stuff like that. Like, my paycheck isn't like determined based off of the next move on Bitcoin. I know that like if I'm able to get to where I know Bitcoin's going to go, I will profit hugely, greatly, in fact. See, but a lot of this is like position sizing. A lot of this, the term investing tends to be very misunderstood. There isn't just investing. There's different time horizons of investing. You got traders, you got swing traders, you got macro investors. They're all different. They all have different time horizons. What time horizon are you? And like, that's why I suggest, guys, if you're a long-term kind of thinker, if you like to invest with the trend, you're going to want to find a high-level kind of like macro investor that deals with like long spans of time. You're not going to want to get wrapped up with someone trying to trade the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the day-to-day. That's not really your time horizon. So what I'm trying to say is get to know what investor you are. Get to know yourself, and then you can align yourself with people who have similar expectations. Because there's nothing worse than getting into crypto, following influencers, following people, doing what they're telling you to do, and then like it doesn't get you to where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? I tend not to be too short term. I mean, there is times and places for everything, right? I mean, everyone could be a short term trader during the euphoria phase, but that's few and far between. That time doesn't happen very much, you know. Just for me, I've seen so many short term traders come into crypto thinking they know exactly what's going to happen. Then they get wrecked. Portfolio's gone. They can't last. You know, like investing is about lasting. It's not about being right. It's about getting to the end goal. You know what I mean? 11 people, it's good. We talked that. Okay, guys, let's get into it. Let me share my screen real quick. And I'll show you what I've... Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta shill my stuff, man. Real quick, if you guys are on X, follow me on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, follow me on X. I just dropped my X account. And let me drop my YouTube real quick. I'd appreciate it. I'm trying to grow both places. I'm simultaneously streaming. I'm stepping my game up. But I can't do it without your support. Algorithm, something, fill in the blank. But I need your support. And if you guys see my my content come through, just do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up. Do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up on this stream right now. It helps me get to more people. Thank you. I never ask for your money, but it doesn't mean I don't appreciate a like. Okay, let's get into the real stuff. Check it out. Let me share my screen. Let's get this down here. I don't need that. Present. Share. BTCD. Let's go. All right, y'all. So basically, this is the Bitcoin dominance chart. Let me get off the week. Let me get off this volume. This is the Bitcoin dominance chart. So what is Bitcoin dominance? It's basically how much money is in Bitcoin at any given time and how much money is not, like, in the rest of the market at any given time. And I'll walk you through it real quick so you have understanding. If you already know what it is, bear with us, please. We got new people here. But basically, altcoins weren't really a thing until 2014. I got into Bitcoin before any altcoins were really around. But then we had a few. We had like Feathercoin, Redcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin came out in 2014. There was like a handful of altcoins though. So the altcoin market was very small. We didn't have any kind of altcoin seasons yet. There was no indication that was going to happen. However, as this chart developed, you'll start to see small drops in the amount of market cap in Bitcoin. 2017 was the first large altcoin season that we ever seen. I think from the top to the very bottom, Bitcoin dominance dropped 62%. And you can see that it was considered oversold based on this RSI down here, which is relative strength index. Typically, after altcoin season, there's big retracements back upwards. I think this was the bear market of 2018, 2019. And Bitcoin dominance recovered from the lows about 100%. Then it dropped again in 2020. 46%. And it's been rising up since 2021 ever since. The reason I walk you through it is to show you Bitcoin dominance never stays static. It's always moving. It's always fluctuating. Undervalued, overvalued. Overvalued typically in times when the crypto market is doing horribly, like bear markets. People are focusing on security, on preserving their wealth. And for that reason, the best asset to do that, digital asset, by the way, is Bitcoin. But in times of greed, right, when we're in all-time highs, we're blue sky breakout, people jump in altcoins. Okay, so I like to navigate myself in crypto by playing the Bitcoin, growing in price, and altcoins growing in price. I've been lining myself up to pretty much profit from this next altcoin season coming. Now, why do I think that altcoin season is coming? Well, I think weekly actually shows it a little better. So this is a rising wedge that typically is a reversal pattern in charting, right? And we've been pretty much in the confines of this all the way since October 2021. We're damn near the resolution of this move. This thing could drop anywhere from the last third on, and it hasn't. However, we have broken down past this support area. It's climbed back in. We'll have to see what happens. However, this thing resolves around the halving, which is April of this year. Now, with that said, we've already seen it puncture down to the downside a little bit. Will it do it again? Time will tell. But what I am saying is this. This is typically a pattern of exhaustion, which indicates at some point Bitcoin dominance should fall out of this pattern, just like it did in 2020 before we had this 46% drop. So how far can this drop? I mean, this is a measured move. You take this, you apply it over here, at least to 41%. That's conservative, right? So this isn't like 100%, but I want to give you guys understand my thought process here. And that's only to back to where we were in the drop of 2021, let alone going past that point in Bitcoin dominance. But I will say this, guys, Bitcoin dominance has been rising for 2 years straight. Nothing goes up forever, right? So big up, big down. The only difference with Bitcoin dominance rising is it typically takes time to play out. But when it drops, it goes down fast. Just to give you guys some perspective, the Bitcoin dominance drop from 2020 to 2021, was the last altcoin season we saw, that took about 112 days. So a little over 3 months. So Bitcoin dominance rises in years, drops in months. So with that said, what's going to be the catalyst to that? I'm not quite sure. Charting doesn't typically tell you that. But we have a lot of things lining up for April of this year. We'll have to see when the Bitcoin ETF gets approved, right? Because they're saying tomorrow. I don't know about all that, but we do have the halving coming up in April. We have this pattern concluding in April. I don't know when they're going to go live. Who knows? But I've shown a thread on my X account detailing this in length. So go check that out. I think I could drop it. I'll find it later. But what do you guys think? I learned not to obsess over the chart after sleepless nights. I looked at candles when I closed my eyes. My hair fell out. The anxiety was killing me. Yeah. I mean, crypto has a way of doing that to you. Especially if you have a lot more than you're willing to lose in it. But hey, I know how it is. Bear markets are very stressful times. That's why I kind of adopt a longer term investing thesis, right? I know where it's going. I position correctly. It goes up and to the right. You can't forget about this stuff, man. And to be honest, to invest correctly, make sure you don't. And what I mean by that is don't put your whole life savings and your rent in there. Then you need it to play out in a time frame that suits you. But crypto never plays out in a time frame that suits you. It's always trying to screw you. And I say that with love, crypto. But sometimes, man, Bitcoin does not move on your timetable. 7 people, what's goody? But yeah, that's what I see coming down the pike, y'all. I see Bitcoin dominance dropping Q1 of this year, and the rest will be history. We'll see how it plays out. But yeah, I've been looking forward to this. I mean, my altcoin bags are packed. They've been packed. They're super packed now. My biggest bags right now are Bitcoin, Ethereum, WAN, and Ethereum Classic. And I'm looking forward to it, man. It's been way too long. Y'all could probably agree. It's been way too long since we had the last altcoin season. And even the last altcoin season was kind of trash. Not every altcoin popped off. In 2017, the altcoin season was ridiculous. It didn't matter what you had. Bitcoin was going up. Everything was going up. Bitcoin was going down. Altcoins were going up. Everything seemed to move in tandem, except Bitcoin to altcoins. Last altcoin season, we saw some decoupling of even altcoins against each other, right? We saw like separate niches go off. We saw memes go up. We saw AI go up. We saw metaverse go up. But that was about it. And that's why I think we have an even more exponential price move to the upside this year, next year, but I'm banking on this year. Because we've had it was so irregular the last cycle. And that's why, if you guys know me at all, I was a big believer on the 4-year cycle. But let's be real, guys. The 4-year cycle didn't exactly play out as it typically did last cycle. We missed the whole euphoria phase, right? We made a marginal high on the Bitcoin chart. So with that said, to continue to lean on the 4-year cycle like it's gospel, even though it didn't really perform that way last time, I think would be a mistake. What I think's happening is we have expanding or lengthening cycles, right? I think that euphoria phase is actually coming up. I think it's head faked a lot of people out of the market, and they're just expecting diminishing returns just to drop the bag when crypto goes ballistic. And what would cause crypto to go ballistic? A lot of things. Well, halving typically does it, but let alone that, a spot Bitcoin ETF that goes live that allows 401k money to come into crypto would do it too. And that's exactly what we have coming down the pike. The fundamentals have never looked better, in my opinion, ever. Now, a lot of people say that the Bitcoin ETF would be fundamentally bad for crypto. I mean, I agree to an extent, but I always got to ask myself, or I ask those people, what do you mean bad for crypto? That Wall Street would control crypto? They can't stop me from sending a Bitcoin to you or you sending a Bitcoin to me. The only reason Wall Street could control crypto is because we allow them and we play inside of their gateways, exit and entry points. We all try to get back out into fiat. The only time crypto is going to actually meet its full potential and service the max amount of people around the world is if we go crypto to crypto. But I don't buy this whole thing. Wall Street's going to control Bitcoin through an ETF. Let's stop using the fiat. I mean, that's the only reason Satoshi made Bitcoin, was peer-to-peer digital cash. Shout out. What do y'all think? Y'all are quiet today. What's going on? You guys feeling okay? And I got one viewer on X. What's good? I see you. Yeah, man. It's going to be interesting for real. I think the rubber's about to meet the road. And let's do it already. I'm tired of waiting. I am so tired of waiting. Let's go. Let's make it happen. And I think we're still around the disbelief phase because a lot of people are saying, oh, this or that, Bitcoin is not going to go up. If people are expecting the ETF to get approved, then it's not going to get approved. Well, I mean, guys, it has to get approved at some point, and it's not exactly like it just happened out of nowhere. This thing has taken so long. We've been waiting for a spot Bitcoin ETF since 2017. So, at some point, this thing's got to get going. You know what I mean? Make sure to follow me on X, y'all. I post shorts, X, YouTube, and I do this stream twice a week. 7 people, what's good? How you feel? How you feeling? Crypto got you down? How's the bear market been? What do you think is going to happen? I like to know. Tito, would you ever sell your BTCs at all-time high hoping to buy them back when the market goes down again? So I'm probably going to sell like 80 to 90% of my crypto, but I want to always keep, things happen. But I want to keep my initial Bitcoin I bought, right? Because like at the same time, crypto goes through periods of overvaluation, undervaluation. But I mean, there's no guarantee I can get it back, right? And then the off chance that I can't, I always want to be exposed, right? Like you got to change the way you think about investing. It doesn't have to be all black, all white, all in, all out, right? You can be part in, part out. You can be mostly out, part in. And that's what I plan to do. I want to be mostly out, part in. Because in the weird circumstance that there's actually a financial transition that happens, you definitely don't want to be caught out of that. Because if that happens, good luck getting your Bitcoin back. You know what I mean? So think about like what percentage, like you guys thought about how much money you'd like to cash out in the bull market. You should think about that. What are the things you'd like to buy? You should think about that. And if this stuff does pop off, how much do you want to sell? How much do you want to keep? I mean, you could sell it all and just be done with it because crypto stresses you out. That's fine. But like, I don't ever want to have no crypto. You know what I mean? But no, I'm probably going to keep my Bitcoins. Sell my altcoins. You know what I mean? But another thing is you can use your altcoins because typically in altcoin seasons, Bitcoin, altcoins gain in their Bitcoin pairs. So if you guys go to like CoinMarketCap and you like click the Bitcoin button instead of USD value, it's going to show you like the altcoin valued in Satoshis. And typically those rise up as well during altcoin seasons. And then you could turn your altcoin into Bitcoin. So you make more Bitcoin. Just know, there's some tax implications because at least in the United States, going from altcoin to Bitcoin is not a like-kind exchange. So there's going to be like taxes owed, which sucks. It sucks bad. But that's typically how like people play it, right? Altcoin gains in Bitcoin, switch to altcoin to Bitcoin. Now you have more Bitcoin value. And that's something that, I don't understand. I don't think like maxis understand. Like there are periods of irrational exuberance and overvaluation, even on altcoin to Bitcoin pairs. So even if, they're right and Bitcoin is the blessed currency, like to be used in the future, that doesn't change the fact that investors in the market today overvalue certain projects versus Bitcoin at certain periods of time. You can benefit from that too, but whatever floats your boat. Yep, turning alts into Bitcoin is the best thing to do. Yep. It is, y'all. It is. Like the way I see it is, it's kind of crazy now. At least like the cost of living now with inflation actually turning up. I think it's smart to like at least be able to physically secure yourself so you can last to the next cycle. Like the way I see crypto investing is like periods of like total excess, like crazy excess, and then desert wastelands of nothingness, extended nothingness. Your job as a crypto investor is to get the periods of excess, harvest what you need to get to the next period of excess. Because if you don't have enough to get there, it's very challenging to last through this game. And to be honest, resiliency is key in crypto. That's the most important part, is resiliency in crypto investing. You know what I mean? So make sure you have your living situation solidified. I think that's one of the most important things versus collecting 10 Bitcoin or 100 Bitcoin. I think it's making sure you're okay enough to last. You know, you're okay to not get crushed by like the rising inflation. Like more than being like a digital currency, Bitcoin provides resources. That's what like wealth really is. The ability to have choice, the ability to deploy resources when you need it. And then on top of that, if you have reserves, savings in Bitcoin, whatever, that's additional. But the definition of wealth is to be able to deploy resources when you need it. 9 people. And that's why I'm a little different, guys. I'm all about getting to the end goal. I don't really care how I get there. I want to get to the end goal. Do you know Tangent Wallet, an alternative to Ledger? No, I don't. I mean, I haven't tried it, right? But I'm always skeptical of new hardware wallets because you can like get an audit done, you can get this and that, but the only thing that really tells you if a hardware wallet is worth its weight at all is time, right? And I don't really want to be the first person to get a wallet because I want to see that it's been years and no one's been able to like compromise it. The ones that I can like really suggest now, I don't no longer support Ledger. Used to use them. I support Trezor. Now there's like a physical exploit to Trezor, but all you have to do is set up like a phrase, and then that problem is gone. I've heard Cold Card is good for Bitcoin only storage. That's newer though, and I've never used it. But I know a lot of people rave about Cold Card. 11 people, what's good? Doge to the moon. To the moon, bro. To the moon. Doge is probably going to go wild if altcoin season happens. A lot of people have counted Doge out, given Pepe, given all these other coins. There's a billion Doge derivatives now. Baby Doge, Harry Potter, Pac-Man. Like, I swear that's a coin. XRP. There's a million meme coins now, and everyone's chasing the hottest one. Bonk was going ham. But don't forget Doge. Don't forget why blockchains are valued. It's not about the most hypey one, because a lot of these meme coins, they have people like constricting the supply and this and that. Doge is interesting because it was fairly mined, distributed over time. It's one of the oldest and a hugely adopted network. That's super powerful. And by the way, it kind of created meme culture for crypto. I mean, there wasn't really a lot of memes until Doge showed up on the scene in 2014 with that dog picture. It's hilarious. Everyone knows it. A lot of people who aren't in crypto know the name Doge before they know Bitcoin. It's wild. They talk about Doge over Bitcoin. I attribute that to the Robinhood phenomenon that happened in the past years. But Doge is not dead. It is not dead. I always hold up the bag of Doge. Story time. I bought Doge back in 2019, like straight up on the bottom, real on the bottom. And then nothing happened for a long time. And I was like, this was a mistake. And I sold it. I dropped the bag. And then Doge went bananas. And I kick myself every day. You ever like drop a bag and then you start calculating how much it'd be? And I just stopped doing that, man. My hair is falling out. 12 people, what's up? What do you think of SHIB? So SHIB, I think it's going to do good too. I mean, SHIB went ham. SHIB's a very well-known name. See, with the meme coins, it's all about who has it and its brand recognition, right? SHIB is very widely held too. And its brand recognition is basically probably a little under Doge, but not much, right? They've also launched Shibarium, which hasn't caught too much traction, I don't think, but it's still around. It's giving EVM compatibility to SHIB. So like, I'm looking at that, and people know people got rich off SHIB before. People know that Vitalik had SHIB, even though he didn't buy it directly. He had it. It got out in the news that he had it. Yeah, SHIB I think is going to do well. I think Pepe is going to do well. I think Doge is going to do well. Not financial advice. But these are the big names, right? And all it takes is a little pump. And then people start piling in because they know what happened last time. See, with meme coins, the equation is a little less complicated, right? We're not looking at, what has better smart contract technology? What has better adoption? This or that. Is it POW? Meme coins is like, hell yeah, I'm jumping on. and you can't really hate that, man. I kind of love meme coins to an extent because it's just like good old fashioned fun. It's good old fashioned like YOLO, throw it in, see what happens. That's it. And I work in crypto, but everyone loves a good meme coin. Everyone. 10 people, what's up? I will be the devil's advocate and think that in some things, Gary G are right to say that they are a big scam, especially with some meme coins. Do your own research always. I mean, is Doge a scam? No. Some are scams. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's like VC groups in back of some of these coins and stuff, but like not all of them are scams. And it's up to you guys. Like, I'll be quite frank. Like, to be honest, investing in crypto, everything's on you. The world owes you nothing. Crypto world owes you nothing. You get all the glory or all the negative, like the downside. It's on you, right? Like, if someone loses their money investing in a dog coin, is anyone going to feel sorry for them? No. They'll tell you, why'd you put your money in a dog coin? So my message is, size correctly. Don't be dropping like significant amounts of money. Don't be dropping your rent in these coins. But yeah, why not? Why not? I mean, we know these things go up. It's fun. As long as you don't mind the money disappearing, maybe you'll be surprised one day. And there are scams out there. But I mean, when I go on Dexes and like projects deploy and I get into a new coin, those could be scams. Anything can be a scam, guys. Like, it's not just because there's a dog picture on it. Anything in crypto can be a scam. It's not just because like, oh, this is a meme coin, so it's a scam. No, like that Dex you just got in could be a scam. That DAO you just got in could be a scam. You just got to be realistic about it, Bitcoin Diamond to rule them all. Oh my God. Dude, that was a bad trade for me last cycle. Bitcoin Diamond. See, I even got a little carried away. When altcoin season gets popping, you're like, oh shoot, I got this money now. I'm gonna put it in something else. That's why I call altcoin season musical chairs, because you never know when the music's gonna stop, and when it stops, you're stuck with that thing you bought. Just hopefully it's a good project. Bitcoin Diamond, I have no idea what's going on with it, but I got a bad taste in my mouth with Bitcoin Diamond. But it could have just been bad timing on my part. But like I said, guys, just because, everyone takes losses in crypto. I mean, if you act like you don't never take losses in crypto, you're a liar. I've taken losses in crypto, and you just got to be like, upfront about it and be like, hey, it is what it is. I knew what I was getting into. But like, I'm trying to do it differently this time around, guys. Crypto taxes are a thing. If you're not paying your taxes, I can't condone it. I understand why you don't, but like publicly, I can't condone it. But everything has tax liability in crypto. Exchanging from crypto to crypto has tax liability. Exchanging from crypto to fiat has tax liability. Everything. So you got to think about, what is this going to do for my end of the year taxes too? So like, I bought a lot of my altcoins like a year ago. It's been a year since I bought them, which means that I get, like, because it's a year and a day since I bought them, whenever I sell them, I get the long-term capital gains tax, which is like half of a short-term capital gains tax. You got to think about these things too. So I'm not going to do too much jumping in, jumping out, doing all this. No, I want the long-term capital gains tax. 12 people, what's goody? But yeah, man, it will be good to see. It will be good to see altcoin season come back around. I think I have some new people in here. Let me just pop up the chart real quick again, because I know this is talking about altcoin season. Wait, where is it? Oh shoot, my bad. Let me pull it up. Sorry guys. Yeah, there we go. Bitcoin dominance chart. Since 2021, we've been a rising wedge. Rising wedges are reversal patterns, right? They're pretty much exhaustion. So imagine like bounce off the support, come back up, falls down, bounces off the top. Then we penetrated here in December. You can see it, I'll zoom in, out of the structure. We slightly came out of the top right here and wicked down, and then we fell through pretty significantly. Now Bitcoin's been coming back up into the structure, but it's shown weakness to the downside that it wants to fall down. That means that if it does fall down, a lot of the money in Bitcoin starts flowing into altcoins. And we've seen that before in 2020. We were in a similar rising wedge structure, just for much shorter time. We punctured out right here during the pandemic, wicked down, came through, and the rest is history. These sections right here where you see a lot of red are altcoin seasons. This is 2017. So basically altcoin seasons are periods of time when altcoins make significant moves against Bitcoin. They happen very fast. They can happen within months, right? So if you see your altcoins shooting up, bang, 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 10 times, 50 times, 100 times, just know it's not going to last. It never does. I know how it's going to feel, but it never lasts. So just keep that in mind, right? We want to do things differently. How much money do you need? How much money do you want? You're not going to catch the top. No one does. Don't try. Base it off of your needs and wants in your life. And if you are able to hit that number, can you ever really lose? If you think you can lose after you hit your number, that's a good indication that greed's starting to grip you. Greed's bad. Because greed makes you hold on to things longer than you should. Trust me, I definitely know. You know, so like I talk about it all the time. Try to navigate crypto in terms of how you feel. In terms of like how other people feel. Because price charts are basically byproducts of how people feel about certain assets. How do you feel about the asset? If you feel like, oh, I can go more, no, I could do more. That's a good indicator. If you hear people saying, oh, is it too late to get in? I'm going to jump in, this and that. You think it's too late? Oh, Bitcoin's going to $1 million. That's a good indicator. But the grip is strong. I'm not going to lie to you. The grip of greed in crypto is super strong. It's your job to be aware of it. It's your job to fight against it. And it definitely helps to know, hey, I'm at the number. I might want to start scaling out. But yeah, you don't have to be all in, all out. I don't want you guys to think like that. Do not think like that. You can be part in, most out. Most in, part out. You could be 40% in, 60% out. Any percentage you want. It doesn't have to be all in, all out. Don't do that. That's a mistake. Pros don't do that. You know? And to be honest, I'm never going to be all out of crypto. Say it now, I say it forever. I'm never going to be all out of crypto. But I will be out of crypto somewhat. Because we have to get to the next cycle too. And there ain't no guarantee that the next cycle is going to take 4 years. The next cycle could take 8 years. Next cycle could take 12 years. That's what Bob Lucas is suggesting. He's saying that this is going to be a very big cycle. So big, it's going to take people a long time to forget about it. A long time to feel comfortable jumping back in. So there are no absolutes in crypto. No matter how many people tell you, there are no absolutes in crypto. It's still a new asset class. We're still finding out together how all of this moves. But I don't know about you. I don't want to be sitting here for 12 years. I'm going to be too old, man. My hairline will be going back. I'm going to be looking ridiculous. Make sure you take what you need so you can get to where you got to go. Survive another day. As of today, I have more losses than gains in crypto, but I only need one to win. They're not losses, man. That's tuition to success. Like, I don't know when you got in, Richie. Maybe 2021? Was it 2021? We're all subject of when we come into crypto and when we find it. It is what it is. Sometimes you buy high and it goes down low. But all you got to know is crypto typically ends up going higher if you could wait it out. Now that first cycle you get in is the most dangerous cycle because you don't know how it goes. You hear stories, but you don't know firsthand that this thing's going to come back. All you know is your bags are bleeding hard. That's when a conviction has to come in. I think I released a short talking about my first bear market. In my first bear market, man, I didn't know this was possible. I didn't know that the money that I made, so much money, could go down so freaking low. It felt horrible, like a rock in my stomach. Like I felt ashamed. I felt depressed. And more importantly, I felt like those feelings were never going to end. And my situation was never going to change. But it did. Conviction is what you need. Because it's so easy to drop a bag on the bottom just because you gave up hope. Faith, hope, they are very underestimated characteristics of a good investor. Because to be a good investor, you have to see what isn't there yet. You have to buck the trend and do something differently. Because in order to make a lot of money in investing, you have to do something differently. In every side of the trade, someone loses, right? You know that, right? That's why you get money. So to make a lot of money, that means you have to be on the opposite side of the trade of most people. And those people are so loud. People are louder than numbers, right? That's why you got to do the research. That's why I harp on doing the research yourself, knowing what you're investing in, doing the reading, staying involved, looking around and seeing what's happening. So when those loud mobs of people come and try to take you off of your conviction, you say no. 13 people, what's up? Person, turquoise, waving. What's up, Flapsnack? How you feeling? Heard what we've been up to in BCH lately? Feels like a rerun of EVM being released, but scalable. No, I haven't. What's up with that? BCH. I got love for my BCH fam, man. Got love for the BCH fam. Digital cash. I like that. But what have you guys been up to? I know the smart BCH, that's not popping anymore, right? You guys got another EVM compatible ecosystem brewing? I got a Tangent cold storage wallet last summer. So far, so good. And they have Caspo wallet. Good to know. Good to know. Meme coins are great. Meme coins are the best. I mean, guys, come on. Like, there's something so funny about, like, people getting rich off meme coins. Like, everyone loves those stories. Yeah, they could be dangerous. But that's what makes them even better. Those success stories in meme coins. It's like, nah, I had no idea what I was doing. I just bought the funny looking picture thing and it made me a millionaire. Like, we're over here in crypto, all serious about crypto, reading the white paper and looking at audits and looking at this and that and hash rates. And then, like, some dude just comes through, buys a dog token, it goes up. Like, how can you hate that? Don't be a hater. It's so funny. Tell us. There is news about EOS. I didn't follow news about it. I don't know, man. I haven't followed up EOS, to be honest. I want something good to happen to EOS so bad, just because I know the community has been like so run through the ringer. I think EOS has gone through more hardship than XRP. XRP had a big win with their lawsuit. Right now, like, I even see the sentiment on XRP shifting after that lawsuit win. So the only other community that's getting it, I mean, a bad rap, I guess there's two, is EOS and Bitcoin Cash. I mean, Bitcoin Cash stays getting hated on because of the BTC. I love Bitcoin Cash, but, like, honestly, you guys get hated on all the time, and it's just like, it's like, damn. But I typically like to have coins where people hate on them, right? Because I talk about that opportunity. You need people to be on the opposite aisle of you to make considerable money. So, like, when everyone says, oh, Bitcoin, yeah, Bitcoin. Like, okay, yeah, Bitcoin could go up. You might get a 4x. But, like, you see everyone's communicating the same sentiment as you. That means that there's not that much ROI on the other end. I'm interested in situations where my ROI is insane. Insane. But you know, like I do have some Bitcoin. You don't have to like go all in on the insane ROI. But like that's typically what it looks like. Whenever someone's hating a coin a lot, I look into it. And I see if that hate is justified. And if it's not, then that's what opportunity looks like. But opportunity typically isn't sexy, man. It's not. It's scary. Most of the time, opportunity is scary. I'll tell you what, when I bought Bitcoin in 2013, it was scary. I was like, dog, what do you mean it's internet money? Like, when do I get my Bitcoin? Oh, you won't. It's like, not physical. What do you mean it's not physical? I just gave you money. Talking to my computer science friend. He went and bought like some Bitcoin for me, right? And then I got nothing. That's scary as hell. You know? It's always scary. But now, 10 plus years from that point, now it's the obvious thing to do. Now it's the future of money. That's not how good opportunities look like in their infancy. And in their infancy is when you have the most potential for ROI. Damn, my hairline already going. Oh, man. For real? See, you can't wait 12 years. Man, hairlines, man. My hair be falling out sometimes. I'm like, what is going on? But it grows back pretty fast, at least right now. Invest like a Jedi. Yes. Just use the Force. Use the Force. I mean, that's what investing kind of feels like sometimes. You buying things on the bottom, they just went down 90%. And then you're like, okay, I hope this is a good idea. I mean, like, guys, I've been in crypto for a long time too, and bear markets are hard for me. It's psychology. When you think about it, investing is all psychology. When everyone wants to drop it is when you should buy it. When everyone wants to buy it is when you should sell it. It's all psychology, but like that just goes to show you, even when you know those things about investing, you still want to sell. That's how hardwired humans are. And that's why like investing never really changes too much, because our brain doesn't keep up. Like our brain evolves over like a long time, thousands and thousands and thousands of years. So like, even though you learned maybe 4 years ago, the whole overvaluation, undervaluation thing in crypto, your brain hasn't caught up yet, and it won't catch up, and most people's won't catch up. 16 people, what's up? I appreciate the teachings and advice, brother. Anytime, man. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. I love to have you guys. I do this Tuesdays, Thursdays. I'm not done, but Tuesdays, Thursdays, Pacific Standard Time. I stream on X and YouTube. Make sure to go follow me if you're on X on YouTube, and vice versa. It's all good. It's all fun. ETF approval tomorrow. Well, we shall see. Man, I've tried to predict a lot of things in crypto. I just stopped predicting it. I just see what happens, because it's gonna happen anyway. And everyone gets on your ass if you're wrong. My bad. But to be honest, I mean, it could. I just don't understand how specific, out of nowhere, after years and years, after 2017 to now, everyone knows the exact day of the approval. Seems a little weird to me, but hey, I think this thing's getting long in the tooth. Whether it's tomorrow or a couple months from now, I don't give a damn, man. I don't care when it happens. I just know this thing has to happen eventually. It's getting ridiculous. And now that we have Blackrock in the mix, we have the major players that would actually make this thing like actually happen. Yes, I'm confident that it's going to happen. Tomorrow, I'm a little skeptical. But I don't know everything, man. I just know that at some point, this thing's going to get approved, because BlackRock wouldn't be putting money behind it to make it not happen. They're the biggest money manager in the world. So obviously, we're getting pretty serious here, right? But tomorrow, we shall see. But whenever it does happen, my message still stands. I think after probably an initial Bitcoin dominance rise, that thing's going to drop like a rock, because then that over exuberance is starting. We need that like frenzy. We need that like that euphoric pump from, oh, it's finally happened. We're going to 1 million. Like that's what fuels altcoin seasons. And the biggest gains are in altcoins. So are you guys positioned in any altcoins? Mostly altcoins? Split between altcoins and Bitcoins? I gotta know. Cash token specs, native on-chain tokens and smart contracts, not indexed like ordinals, etc. Couple dexes started, devs furiously building, including me. Oh, cool, man. That's cool. I hope it works out better than Bitcoin Smart BCH. It's always a cool thing, man. It's always a cool thing to see EVM compatibility, because, like it or not, DeFi is here to stay. People like DeFi. They want DeFi because people want yield. Now, like POW chains and like layer 1 chains, there's certain projects that are actually supposed to be money, and I would think Bitcoin Cash would be fit in that group. But let's be honest, people want that yield too. And if they don't get it on one chain, they're going to go to another chain. So I think ultimately speaking, it's always good for chains to provide a place for people to get that yield. So I'm glad you guys are adopting that and getting serious about that for sure. Wish the best of Bitcoin Cash, man. I don't think you guys deserve the hate that you get. I think that, if anything, closer to the vision of peer-to-peer digital cash than BTC is. BTC, ETH, there's a couple assets that have kind of made themselves elite assets, right? Like only rich people can have them, And you can see in the culture. You could see in the culture. You could see in the influencers. It's just kind of developing that way. I tend to like to be part of communities that are a little more down to earth. 16 people, what's up? Scuba, any good rug pulls? Irrelevant. No, but hey, Irrelevant, I know you were a big fan of privacy last cycle. How's Pirate Chain looking? R. That's the ticker, R. Pirate Chain, yeah. I'm becoming more and more of a fan of privacy, guys, and I'll tell you why. Because the world is getting weird as F. It's weird, right? Like ever since 2020, it's getting weird. I thought it was weird before then. It got even weirder. I think that people are now starting to wake up to the fact that potentially governments don't have your best interest in mind all the time. I know that's a hot take. But once they, another something happens, and there will be another something, I think they're going to get serious about their financial autonomy. They're going to get serious about protecting their financial privacy. And in that event, I think privacy coins will make a big move in purchasing power. But it might not be on the exchanges. The price won't reflect it on the exchanges. I think people will actually be trading privacy coins peer-to-peer between each other. We'll see. I think my favorite's Monero right now, just for like the ability to do ring signatures and not have to like opt in. Because if you have a half, like maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but like if you have a coin that has the ability to toggle on and off privacy, I mean, then they kind of know, like if the person sending you the money didn't use it, don't they know that you got it? Like it's not really private at that point. But don't get me wrong, I got Zcash, I got Litecoin, got Moneros, I got other privacy coins, because like I'm never about like going all in on one. But what do you guys think about privacy? I got a feeling it's gonna get hot. Just it might be like a underground movement. 17 people, what's up? Just in, spot Bitcoin ETFs are a done deal. Trading to start Thursday, Fox Business Senator correspondent reports. Bitcoin Magazine. What? Are you serious? Spot ETF Bitcoin. Hey, you messing with me, Richie? This would be perfect. Hold up, I'm looking. Richie, where did you see that? Send me the link. It's not showing up. Man, you're gonna give me a heart attack, Richie. On live stream? That's rude, bro. Crypto is here to stay. Get rich or get rugged. This is true. Not EVM compatible, full UTXO model. Wow, that's cool. So you can mint 1,000 NFTs in one transaction for BCH BCH's sub-cent fees. That's cool. UTXO. So guys, if you don't know, there's basically two types of blockchains, and I got devs here, so like, bear with me. I'm not a dev. But like, there's basically two high-level types of blockchains, right? UTXO based, which is like more like cash, right? And then you have an account based. Account based like Ethereum, so on and so forth. Account based blockchains are inherently less decentralized and like permissionless because you could freeze funds in account based. It's basically you send like tokens to an account, and that account can kind of be like allowed to do commerce or not. And I think that's why like governments tend to like account based better, because there's more rails to actually assert control over them versus UTXO. UTXO, from my understanding, you could do atomic swaps between almost any UTXO based blockchain. So like Bitcoin, I've heard of some, right? Decred to Bitcoin, Bitcoin to Monero, so on and so forth. I think it could be done with any UTXO blockchain. But that's cool, man. I like UTXO tech. That's cool. 18 people, what's good? About privacy, I have secret. What's your secret, man? Why are you holding out, man? This is a family. Crypto fam. Hey, glad to catch you live. Terry Mack, what's good? Good to see you. I'm glad to see some of my old time subs coming back. The fam's getting bigger. Love it. Do you use leverage? I've used leverage, and it's been a mistake every time. Look, you can use leverage. There's people who get ridiculously wealthy off of leverage, but those people put in the work to learn how to use leverage correctly and how to like precise it well. Like, don't jump into leverage if you don't know what you're doing. It's dangerous as hell. You can make a bad trade buying spot crypto. You can miss the top and hodl through the bottom like the bear market with spot crypto. And then that crypto goes up again and then you win. But with leverage, your crap disappears. Like I told you, crypto investing is all about longevity. It's about resilience. Spot is much more forgiving. You could just hodl. If you miss it this cycle, you got it next cycle. But it's never going to come back if you do a bad leverage trade. So like for the majority of people, I do not suggest it. And crypto, especially if you're in altcoins, what do you need more than 100x for? Like, you could buy a spot altcoin and it can go bananas. Why you gotta have 1,000? Why you gotta have 10,000? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when is enough enough? And that's what I talk about. Like, the one thing that wrecks a lot of people in crypto, probably the majority of people, is greed. You gotta ask yourself, how much money do I need? If you only need 600,000, what are you going for 60 million for? You know what I mean? Like, you gotta think of it like that. So if you can reach your numbers and they're not insane like that, you could probably do a whole bunch. You can probably meet your whole goal with spot crypto. I'm a big believer in spot crypto. Because like, how long does it take you to, like, you guys had to invest money, right, to buy crypto? I'm assuming. How long did it take you to make that money? Years? Decades? I don't know. How long? Had to go to a job or something? Is it worth having to do that all over again? Dealing with the coworkers you hate again? With your boss you don't like again? Was it worth the physical labor you had to put in? You have to think of your capital as something precious because it's literally years of your life. You have to protect it. Protecting your capital is way more important and way easier to do when you buy spot crypto. 16 people, what's up? Moon to the downside incoming. What does that mean? To where? What is moon to the downside? How far? We'll see. A lot of people think the ETF is buy the rumor, sell the news event. It could be. A lot of people say that ETF is priced in. I don't know about that. Like, how can you price in an ETF? Like, we can anticipate how much Blackrock's going to pile in. We could kind of like round number it. But you can't anticipate the demand for the product. They have to buy the Bitcoin to fill their demand. We have no idea about all the people in the stock market who want this product. We can only anticipate how much money BlackRock's going to put in it. So when you think about it, maybe to an extent it's priced in, but then the product goes live. No one knows. But, there could be an initial sell-off. Doesn't change the fact that the Bitcoin halving is coming up. Doesn't change the fact that Bitcoin dominance is showing that it wants to break down. See, all these things are coming together. And whether it happens tomorrow, happens next month, we sell off a little bit and rebound, the halving's coming. And we typically know what happens when the halving's come because it's a supply event. It cuts the supply in half. 13 people, what's good? Dab Master, what's good, bro? It's always good to see you again. Bitcoin Genie gonna moon this cycle, right? We have people actually banking on Bitcoin Genie, man. You gotta pull through. Make a stars. Ooh la. French toaster. Wow. Nice glasses. I get wrecked every time I use leverage unless there's an obvious direction. Yeah, but when is there ever an obvious direction? I've been wrecked on directions I was 100% sure they were going to go one way, and then they didn't. It's not worth it. I mean, leave that to the pros. You better have studied charting, gone to paid for classes. That's what I'm talking about. Know how to use stop losses. If you can't answer those questions, you don't really belong using leverage. I'm just saying that with love. I don't want to see you guys get wrecked. Secret coin. His name is really secret. Yeah, I know. You guys know Crypto Secret Circle, a friend of the channel. He also has a group. He's really big on secret. Why do you like it? I want to know. Is it UTXO? Because I'm a fan of mainly UTXO privacy coins. But I thought they were Cosmos. Aren't they Cosmos? Isn't that account based? We'll see. Truth. It's in X account. Bitcoin magazine. Huh. Because I would figure, because I was looking just based off a web search. If I feel that's huge news, wouldn't it be all over the place? I don't see anything. I mean, I would expect Forbes and Bloomberg to report on that. I'm all in. Why F around, man? See, here's the thing. Y'all. Bitcoin bull runs are few and far between. They come once in a blue moon. You have to be able to capitalize. It's all about playing it correctly. You got to be on your game. You have to be positioned. You have to know how much you want. You have to be emotionally regulated and disciplined so you can act on pulling that amount you want. You have to prevent yourself from reinvesting at the wrong time and getting caught in the bottom. It's all things I've done, But it's more than just having a good entry. You could mess your trade up any part along that line. That's why it pays to think. You got to think. What do you need? Because the whole point of this, guys, is to make sure that your world is better. You're better before you came. You have less stress than when you entered. Right? I don't want you to think about this is a transition and this and that. I'm never selling. I think that's a mistake. Because we've seen what's happened before. Big boom, big bust. You want to be on the right side of that exchange. Right? There will be another point where Bitcoin's undervalued. Whoever says that Bitcoin's going to $1 million straight away and it's a transition, it's just gonna stay there, they sound new. They just sound new. I mean, there's a bunch of people out there saying that, but they sound like they're noobs because Bitcoin hasn't done that yet. In 2013, it didn't do that. 2017, it didn't do that. 2021, it didn't do that. So why would it happen now? Boom, bust, boom, bust, boom, bust. Over time, that boom, bust differential will get less and less until it stables out. Just like gold. Gold ETF, when it first came out, boom, 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 boom. And then it becomes stable. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. When the market cap of Bitcoin gets so big, that volatility pretty much goes away. but we're not there yet. 48K now. Wow. Let me pull that up. I remember when it was 48K in 2021 or 2022, people were freaking out, depressed. Now look at it. We're happy. We're happy. See, that's the difference. See, that's why cycles happen. In the bear market, 48K. Oh my goodness. Sleeping on the couch, drinking vodka for dinner. Now, people are happy. That indicates to me that the bull sentiment is back. Oh yeah. Let's get it. Let me share. It's not sharing. There it is. Wrong one. What the hell? Okay, hold up. Remove. Present. Why is this happening? 16 people, how you feeling? Watcher Guru. Share screen. Wow. Damn, man. That's nice. What? That's a big up, man. But remember, everyone thought Bitcoin is dead right here. Remember that? They're saying it's going down to 3,000. What the hell? People be tripping sometimes, man. And now everyone's loving Bitcoin. You know? It might give some back, actually, you know? But, like, look at the long term. This is a big curve up. This is the start of a parabola, right? We might not be going up straight away because that's not, like, really following the curve. But if you drew a curve underneath this, like, not just, like, you know, hitting the points because you wanted to, but an actual uniform curve, you'll see that Bitcoin is following a parabola. It is going to go up exponentially in the near future. That is what I really believe. That's what the structure suggests. And this is looking like more of a structure of 2013 than 2017 or 2020. I've been saying that for a long time, though. You know, I've been saying it for a very long time. Breaking: U.S. SEC approves all spot Bitcoin ETFs. VanEck, Bitwise, Fidelity, Franklin, Valkyrie, Hashdex, ARK Invest, Grayscale, Blackrock, Wisdom Tree, Investco. Watcher Guru. Bitcoin acting crazy. Watcher Guru. Okay, Richie, I'm gonna check it out. That'd be cool if we can get it on live. What? Why am I tripping? It's not showing up. Like on X? I'm gonna check it out. Watch your guru. I mean, here it is. It's a tweet. I'll show real quick. So this is what you're talking about right here, right? Breaking: SEC approves all spot Bitcoin ETFs. Bada bing. Interesting. We might have seen the approval of the spot Bitcoin ETF on live. I will wait, however, to see if I see any more news articles pop out about it, because you know people be saying whatever on online, but that'll be tight. I mean, look, guys, what do you think is gonna happen? You think it's never gonna pass? You think Blackrock just got in here for fun? It's got to happen eventually. That's the thing I don't get about people saying, "Oh, it's never gonna pass." Really, like, this ain't a new thing. This has been since 2017. Like, maybe you just got here, but we've been waiting for this for a long time. So that'd be sick. I mean, Bitcoin's price is kind of acting crazy right now. I mean, now it's like, what, 46,000? What? Oh, it's swinging, man. Bitcoin is swinging around right now. What is happening? The volatility is picking up, y'all. Volatility always precedes big price movements in one way or another. I can't really confirm right now based off my searches online. I'm multitasking. I'm streaming. I'm searching. I can't confirm that I've seen other articles of the passing of it. But Watcher Guru, I respect that account, and they said they were all passed. So we'll have to see. Sailor retweeted. Really? Do you get a chance to check out Fu Manchu and market cipher indicators? No, I didn't yet. My bad, man. Binance saying it's here. Clearing all leverage. It's on SEC Twitter. Whoa. The Bitcoin ETF was approved, y'all. Dang. This is perfect timing. I knew this was meant to be. Well, congratulations, guys. Looks like it finally happened. We made it. So now, we'll have to see what happens with the price. But this is a big step. If true, and it sounds like it's true, y'all are indicating, I can't type right now, but y'all are saying it's true. Big step for Bitcoin. I wonder when the products go live. I love to see what this happens. This is the first time baby boomer money is getting into Bitcoin in a big way. So we might see a pump up on Bitcoin dominance initially, but I show you what I think about altcoins. No one's thinking about altcoins. Altcoins are dead. They're on the bottom, this and that. And that's why I think it's a perfect storm for an altcoin season to show up soon. Congrats. Not many would be live for this. Thank you. Bitcoin ETF. Let's go. Let's go. Man. It's been so hard. I want to thank all the little people I stepped on to get here. I don't know, man. We'll see. I won't be buying the Bitcoin ETF, but I'm happy people can. A lot of people talk about this ruining Bitcoins, ruining Bitcoin to an extent. I don't buy it. No. Nothing's ruining Bitcoin. Nothing's ruining crypto. Nothing. We could still send it to each other if you want exchange value. It's still the same technology it's always been. But now, the price can get pumped up. Number go up. Number go up is good for me. Number go up is good for you. You want to know why? Because you get to improve your life now. It's a beautiful time. I can't wait. I think the bull run is just around the corner, and this is one of the main things we needed. And then right after this, we got the halving. Oh yeah. I think it's setting up. I'm ready. I'm so ready. I'm so hyped, man. Feel like I just drank some coffee. Oh my goodness. You guys see me, if you guys have been to my channel for any time at all, it's been a journey. This channel, it's been 4 years now. It's been a journey. Start off doing completely different videos with a lot more energy. Crypto did that to me, man. You suck my energy. It's weighing on me. So it's about time we have some good times come our way. Cheers. I don't got anything to drink around here, but yeah, man. I'm going to be around. I'm going to be around this whole bull run. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. There's going to be ups. There's going to be downs. It's going to get crazy. But what I do want you guys to do is to make sure, do your numbers. Figure out, exactly what you would be happy with. Because I don't want there to be regret. This thing can move faster than people are expecting. I've always thought that. People think that, we're going to work our way up to all-time highs again, really smoothly, and pull back, and 2025 is what's gonna when's it gonna pop off? It just seems too predictable. And if you know anything about Bitcoin, is this crap is unpredictable. This thing moves fast, and it leaves max people out of the move, right? So if you're here, look, I think you're in the move. Just make sure you get out of the move when it's time. You don't have to get all the way out. I think it would be prudent to take some out. Yep. Binance said it's true. SEC Twitter. Let's see it. Whoa. This is true. Richie, you're a real one, bro. Let me pull it up. Gary Gensler. He's a little rat, but like, you know, he's a real one for this. Present. Today, the SEC grants approval for Bitcoin ETFs for listing on registered national security exchanges. The approved Bitcoin ETFs will be subject to ongoing surveillance and compliance measures to ensure continued investor protections. Wow. I'm gonna cry. Dude, I'm gonna cry. This is insane. And I'm live streaming. So legendary, man. Like, how hard was this? This is hard. You know, a lot of people are gonna be mad about this. Whatever, I don't care. I think this is a good step forward. More people that own Bitcoin, the better. And now it's been somewhat legitimized. The SEC is a governmental body, Securities Exchange Commission. Now that Bitcoin is legitimized, now the rest of the market can move forward. This is a beautiful thing. We can get regulatory clarity. Number go up. Companies can actually thrive in the US. We could build out our digital asset industry in the United States or wherever you're at. But this is a beautiful thing. I don't know how it wouldn't be. And, you know, if you're scared about Bitcoin being like controlled, then just use it peer-to-peer. Bada bing, bada boom, problem solved. Of course, he had to put his face on the announcement. What a tool. I know. Hey, Gary is a freaking tool. Hey, you know, this guy was playing stupid the whole time because if you put in like Gary Gensler, MIT, he teaches a whole course on blockchain and cryptocurrency where he's like explaining it to students. So like this was just all a dog and pony show. They were just buying time for something, probably for their friends to get in. You know how it always goes. But he's not a stupid guy, but he's been really acting stupid recently. Probably by choice. Send it. Congrats, OG. Thank you. Dog. It's been a rough one, man. This is a pretty tough bear market. It wasn't as bad as my first one just because I was new to it, but in terms of things that happened through this bear market, it's been wild. We had FTX, we had Terra Luna, we had XRP getting sued. We had a whole bunch of stuff, man. We had a stringing along. Well, Library TV got sued. We were strung along at the ETF for forever. Yeah. We had companies like laying off a whole bunch of people because of lack of regulatory clarity. This has been pretty insane. But I think this is the cornerstone. It's the cornerstone. And the halving is just around the corner. What is the Bitcoin dominance doing? I'm interested. It's falling somewhat, at least on the day. We'll see. I'll show you guys one more time. It's not much of a pump at the moment. No, that's fine. Whatever. It must have been priced in. Yeah, I think the initial Bitcoin announcement may be priced in, but I don't know if the demand can be priced in. You know, it's all based on whoever on the brokerages want it. How can we really know how many people want it? You know, so like that's what I was talking about. Let me pull up. Stop screen share one last time. Bitcoin dominance. coming down slightly. I mean, technically, guys, we have another 3 months possibly to the very end of the structure. But it already showed its hand. Look at that. Right here. Right here. Broke out to the bottom. Climbed back in. But the RSI's topped out right here. This thing is probably going to fall through. And if it falls through, your altcoin bags will be pumped. Not financial advice. But to be honest, guys, and I'm going to take credit for this right here, I ain't seen no one else talk about this in crypto. And this is the beautiful part about macro investing. Most people are zoomed up into this. They're looking at like this section or this section. I'm talking about looking over like 2 years. That's the difference in macro investing. It takes a while to play out, and it takes so long, most people can't even see it. But when you zoom out and you notice that this structure is similar to this structure, history isn't always the same, but a lot of the times it rhymes. And if you're able to position yourself even like, you know, in the right direction for these bigger macro moves, that's when you make more money, most of the money. And that's the beautiful part. Macro investing is very forgiving. It gives you time to accumulate positions. And when the move happens, you can make 100,000 times more than if you're just doing the little ticks. You just got to position yourself accordingly. 17 people, what's up? 51.4 Dom. Oh, Dom is 45. I mean, 50. Yeah, 54.45. I mean, what I see on the chart, this is, I mean, drawn by me. Maybe it's a little off, but 56.4 is the max before this structure ends. Typically, patterns don't break to the upside on rising wedges. Typically, it's a pattern of exhaustion. Celsius. Oh, yeah. F Celsius, man. They got a little bit of my crypto, man. It's pissing me off. Freaking really pissing me off, actually. The SEC Gov Twitter account was compromised, and an unauthorized tweet was posted. The SEC has not approved the listing and trading of spot Bitcoin exchange traded products WTF Gary account. Wait, so that's not true? I mean, I wasn't seeing it on... Damn it, Richie. I wasn't seeing it on the news, man. That would be all over. Damn. I don't know what to believe anymore, y'all. What is happening? Celsius sucks. Yeah, Celsius sucks. Celsius sucks. Pissing me off just thinking about it. Guys, what the hell's happening? Is the ETF approved or no? I don't know where to go from here. I'll just I don't know. But more of the story is this. It's going to be approved eventually, man. If it's not already. And when it gets approved, cool. Number probably go up. It might take some time. Number will go up. And if that doesn't happen, halving comes in April, then number go up. It'll take about 6 months or so. But number, I think, is going to go up. And when number goes up, Bitcoin dominance will go down. Bitcoin dominance goes down. Altcoins go up. That's what I've always been waiting for. It didn't happen too much in 2020. I was surprised by the lack of altcoin participation in 2020. But that doesn't mean altcoins are dead. If anything, that means that the chance of altcoins outperforming is just greater, right? Like, everything happens in probabilities, you know? So, like, if something didn't happen, the longer the time it takes to happen, that probability gets greater and greater and greater, right? But people tend to think that if something didn't happen, it's never going to happen. That's what we call normalcy bias, right? You need to switch your mind frame from normalcy bias to probability thinking. I showed you technically that Bitcoin dominance wants to fall. And a lot of altcoins are still up on the bottom. And I know a lot of you are already in altcoins. You know? So don't be surprised when this plays out. But I haven't seen a lot of crypto people talking about this rising wedge of 2 years. I think I'm the first one. Unless you guys know somebody. So I'm going to call dibs on it. I don't call that to most things. But if I'm wrong, be nice, man. See, that's the give and take. I'm sorry. I'm not that guilty. That's good. Ha ha ha. All right, guys. It's been an hour 30. I got to go, but I always love talking to you guys. I do this twice a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Give me a like, please. If you see my content come through, show me some love. It helps me get out to more people. I'll be here. Until next time, guys. Talk to you later. Peace.